Hi there, Mariana with the Strand of Light. Just wanted to jump on and say hello. Okay, I am at 591 days today of sobriety and well into my recovery. So I read a couple of things that really drew my attention and I wanted to touch base on, and that is, first of all, when you step into recovery, remember that you don't need to do it alone. Find a good community, find good people, find things to listen to that are going to help you in the long run. The reason I am doing this is because I want to share my journey. Along the beginning portions of it, I had a really hard time finding somebody that was going to get real with me and tell me, this is right, this is wrong, instead of just sugarcoating because they felt bad because I was going through these things and, they've gone through them and they felt bad. I needed somebody to get real with me and tell me, these feelings are going to be normal. You're going to hate them. You're going to feel miserable. And these feelings aren't going to last forever. But also the feelings of you are doing everything and everything is great, grand from one moment to the next. And those feelings were also going to fade away. The feelings they come and they go. They come and they go. And they all happen in waves. Now, I had a hard time understanding people not being truthful with me because for me, I love open and honesty. And people always talk about how, they're honest. 99% of the time, people are not honest. And it's not because they don't mean to be. It's because they value their friendship and they don't want to hurt your feelings and they don't want you to struggle and they don't want to see you struggle. That is the truth. Because if you put yourself in anybody's shoes, typically, or your choices that you make today, maybe they hurt somebody's feelings, but that was not your intention. I think everybody has a little bit of understanding in saying something and it not being what that person needed to hear. Actually, just yesterday, somebody messaged me and said, I didn't like that you called me this because it hurt my feelings because of some trauma. And I totally get it. I understand that I am a little bit different. I am a little on the hard side. Sorry, I'm over here. Sorry. Going up. Whew. Anyways. But we all have to understand that I'm going to say it a different way. I had to understand that for me, I can't just go around talking to everybody because you can say I grew up a little ghetto. I am a little rough around the edges and I'm pretty straightforward. Not everybody is that. I keep my circle very small. Many times it's because people don't like the way I am so truthful and they don't want to engage in a conversation with me, which that's totally okay. Yet again, I think everybody has to understand that you're not meant to be friends with everybody in the world. You are you. You are specifically, uniquely you, and you are beautiful. It does not mean go be a jerk or rude or disrespectful to people, because I'm not. I'm not rude. I'm not disrespectful to anybody. However, I am extremely, extremely blunt. I don't think I ever actually offend anybody. Including this individual that I said, that told me that I hurt their feelings. I sent a message, hey, that wasn't my intention. That is not how I meant it. I said it as, if you're my friend, this is how I am. I am not going to change for an individual to make myself more appealing to somebody, because then that wouldn't be me. That would be me masking myself to be friends with somebody. And as much as I absolutely love and adore people, we don't need to be everybody's best friend. You don't need to do that. And much less do you need to change for the people. Yet again, it does not mean you have the right to step on somebody or call somebody names or be mean or be a bully. But it does, that gives you the opportunity to make a choice of if you yourself are going to engage in a friendship with a person, or if you're going to just say, you know what, it was very, very nice to meet you. I hope you well. I wish you the best. This is me. This is my authentic self. And, just move along. You go that way and I go this way. Yet again, it's not to be offensive to anybody. It's just the reality. Sometimes we are not at the same level of some people. And sometimes we're just brought up in two whole different worlds. Like, you don't know what I've been through. You don't know what schooling or education that I have. And I don't know what education or schooling you have. Nor is it any of my business if, we're just, friendly. Anyways, so I just want to remind you that you don't have to do recovery on your own or sobriety on your own, because it's hard to do that on your own. A lot of times, in my experience, I failed when I did it on my own because it was overwhelming, and that is just a comfort zone. So it was difficult to do some of that portion by myself. However, I had to find the right people, and the right people for me, which yet again in my journey, I did do AA, and it did wonders for me. The person that sponsored me, so typically they want you to say female with female, male with male. My sponsor was a male. He was a hard ass. I'm just gonna say that. He is a tough ass. Like, I absolutely love him, but a lot of times he was truthful and honest with me when nobody else was going to. People would tell me, well, you should do this, or you should go engage in that, and you should do that. And yes, sometimes you do have to kind of bite your tongue. And I was told by my sponsor, don't. You're trying to run before you even know how to walk. Sometimes you got to sit in the back, and sometimes you don't got to talk. Sometimes you just got to bite your tongue. And this is true, and it is valid in many aspects. However, not in every single aspect. When you don't fit in, and when it's changing your entire person, and you are so uncomfortable that you're walking on eggshells and you can't even speak because you're going to hurt somebody's feelings, sometimes it's time to walk away. Find yourself a community that actually understands the type of person that you are, that is like-minded with you, but is in a higher or better situation than you, because that's what you want, right? You want to be sober. You want to live a happier, more fulfilled life. But with substances, sometimes it's difficult, and it's totally okay for it to be difficult in situations like that. You're not meant to be perfect. It's not supposed to be a perfect ride, because if it was perfectly okay to be in that journey, we would all still be in it. I will also say that in my journey, in my sobriety, it was difficult to have the friendships that I had before when I was drinking and engage with those people. Not until recently, at about, I want to say this was about a week ago, was I able to sit with my entire family as they're enjoying their evening, having drinks, and living that life that I could no longer have. And I was able to be there and enjoy the time with them, but it took me a lot of time. It took me a lot of energy, effort, dealing with the things that I had to deal with, from court-ordered things to my own trauma, and working with myself in those aspects, nurturing myself, nurturing the person that I damaged so much, to be able to sit and engage and have a good time. Before I tried that, and let me tell you, the first time I sat with my family when they were having a get-together, it was for one of my baby's birthdays. It was for my youngest, and sitting in the middle of my family, enjoying their evening, enjoying and celebrating my child, I had to make the conscious decision of getting up and walking out of this area. And when that wasn't enough to reset my mind, I literally had to go on a drive. And those are little things that help me along the way. Sorry, I'm still a little sick, still kind of recovering, so excuse me. But they're just little things that we will learn. I definitely am very, very proud of where I am today.